All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Thank you guys for being here. If you are brand new, then welcome. If you are returning, I'm glad to have you guys back. And thank you for subscribing as well. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that down below and click that bell. That bell gives you the notifications for when I do send out these videos every single day. Sometimes they don't always come out as planned. I had technical difficulties today. I think I finally got it going. So I want to get into this really quick here. The screen that you see on front of you, that is TradingView. That's what I use to chart everything. If you guys are looking for something similar, in the description below, there is a link. That link will give you a free 30-day trial to the subscription-based services on TradingView, and then up to $30 off if you decide to use that sub-service. So make sure you guys are checking that out. I want to get started on this list. I do have a Discord, guys. You can join that. That link is in the description below. It's mostly free, like 95%. There is a Griswold Gold membership, paid membership portion of that. It's $50 a month, or you get 2 months. Pay for 2 months, you get the third month free, and it's got a one hour course in there to teach this strategy, to teach the strat. It gives you guys one-on-ones with me personally on Google Meets. It has live trading bots, the strat indicator, and a bunch of other really great stuff. Top fives for these setups that I give out every single day. But let's get started on this watch list. So the first one I've got on here is Disney, guys. And the first thing you'll notice, this time frame continuity, I have a video on what this actually is. So make sure, I'll put it at the end of this video so you guys can check out what time frame continuity actually is and how we use it to our advantage. But this Disney play has a 1-2 up that finished red. We're looking for a 2 down that's called a 1-2-2 rev strat. I also have a video on how to play the 1-2-2 rev strats. It goes into a little bit more depth and explains them. So we have this inside bar. We have a 2 up. That's these candlestick numbers down here, part of the indicator I created, as is the time frame continuity. So we have the 2 up, but it finished red. And when we have that, that gives me more probability that this trade is going to trend down on the following candle, which would be tomorrow. So in saying that, the other high probability setup that we have is the fact that we've got full time frame continuity to the downside. So we're going to look for puts on this at $86.48 and first targets at $85.76. And then the next target is marked out for you guys. We'll move on to DraftKings, DKNG. Same thing. 2 up, finished red. We've got full time frame in our favor to the downside. So puts at $11.75 on DraftKings. Fubo also has the same thing, I believe. There we go. 2 up red on Fubo, full time frame continuity to the downside. We're going to look for puts at $2.05, first target at $2 on Fubo. Keurig Dr. Pepper. KO was at one of the pop setups from yesterday. It did really well. I'm going to do a review video on that one separately. Right now, Keurig Dr. Pepper has this inside bar. So inside bars, guys, they don't break the highs. They do not break the lows of the previous candle. So when you see these yellow bars, part of the strat indicator, it comes with these yellow bars. When you see those yellow bars, you think of a spring being loaded, compacted, squished, and when you release it, you expect an explosion to one direction or the other, just like we see here. And does it like right up here. So does it always happen that way? It does not. But the probabilities, and that's what trading is, guys, probabilities, because we don't know what this next candle is going to be. So we base it off of probabilities, and the probabilities tell us that we have really big explosions to the upside or the downside off of these inside bars. That's why I tell people who are struggling or who are new to play the inside bars, because you can play them either way. So we'll look for calls at 36.67, puts at 36.21. That is not our strike price. That is our trigger price with the options. So once we hit that, the trigger's 36.67. You can take a 37 target or strike price, or a 36.50 strike price, something in that range. If you're looking for puts at this 36.21, again, look for that 36 strike price there, or well, I probably wouldn't go much more than 36 for Keurig Dr. Pepper. Move on to Lyft, LYFT, 2 up red again, full time frame continuity to the downside. So it's a 2-2 reversal is what we're looking for, guys, and continuing the trend down. So puts at $10.39 on Lyft. We move to Airbnb. Inside bar on Airbnb. Full time frame continuity to the downside. So puts at 86.59, calls at 86.79 are still possible. I would like to see this thing trend to the downside, though, on Airbnb. We'll move on to Cisco, CSCO. And I said I was going to move through this stuff fast. There are plenty of videos, guys. I've got over 350 videos for you guys to learn what I do here, how I do it, how I become the trader that I am, and why I am where I am. So I wouldn't tell you guys to do this stuff if I hadn't done it first, but this is exactly how I do it. Now, I didn't come up with this strategy. Rob Smith did, but it's led me here. It's led me to you guys. You guys have been led here. I can teach you guys the way I do it and the way I've become successful at doing it. So Cisco, 2 up, finished red. Again, we've got really great time frame continuity. Puts at 47.42 on Cisco. If you like the stuff that I'm putting out for you guys, make sure you're giving me a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed and get in on that Discord. The link is in the description below. 2 up red on Chevron. So again, we'll look for puts on Chevron. 173.16. The time frame continuity is a little bit mixed here. We'll see how that one plays out on Thursday already. And I forgot to say, this is our watch list for Thursday, December 22nd. I did miss that off at the start. GME inside bar calls at $20.90, puts at 2018. We've got good magnitude to both sides, meaning we've got a lot of room between this trigger and this target. And when we play these guys, we trigger here and we manage on a smaller time frame. You can do that on the hourly, the 30, the 15, the 10, the 5, the 3, whatever you want to do. But you should be managing that trade on a smaller time frame so you know where you get stopped out. Okay, you want to learn about that stuff? I've got review videos on this channel for you guys to go check out. Make sure you're checking those review videos out. We move on to Macy's, ticker symbol M, 2 up red. We've got a lot of those. We're going to look for puts at $20.22. MU is Micron Technologies with this inside shooter candle. We can look for calls at 51.75. Puts are more probable, I would say, and the time frame continuity would lead us in that direction. So puts at $50.75 on MU. NKE, Nike. Look at this big run up from Nike. What was the news there? Nike, stronger consumer sentiment data helps lift equities. Wall Street ends up with help from Nike, FedEx, and consumer sentiment. So anyways, Nike had this big run up. I don't know what the news was. Maybe somebody can fill me in the comment section below. But we have this big gap up. 2 up red shooter candle. Okay, inverse hammer. It's an actionable signal. We have this big body with a big long wick. That's a shooter or an inverse hammer. The hammer is just the opposite, with the body at the top and the wick at the bottom. So we're going to look for puts on this thing at 115.34. And normally, guys, the target goes to the bottom of the candle. But because we have these gaps, when we have the gaps, it's the top of the candle. Okay? Then the bottom of the candle for the next target. Then the next target goes to the top because we still have the gap. Then the bottom. Then the top. And then now strictly to the top there, like so, and strictly to the top, like so. Now we're not going to come back all the way down that far, but I just wanted to show you guys that as an example on Nike, on that shooter candle. Inside bar, this is a double inside bar on NVAX. So I normally don't put NVAX on here because the gaps are usually quite far apart on these. I don't know where they're going to be, but the double inside bars usually have a fairly good result off of them. So played the same way as an inside bar. We just have 2 straight days of consolidating, 2 days of a tightening range, and they don't happen very often. The last time we had one back in October, and we ended up going outside bar. So we opened and came right back down. So again, the probabilities were there for us, but they didn't play out the way the probabilities say they were. So again, when there's probability, there's always going to be risk, and it's how you manage your risk. I had a guy in the room today. Let's go look at this double inside bar here, okay? Triggered and hit multiple targets on the way down. Big, big run. Okay, this right here, triggered and a big, big run up. That's what we're looking for. So again, 2 out of 3 trades worked out the way we said. What I was going to tell you guys, I had a guy in the room today. He said he took 2 trades in the morning. They failed. And then he took a 2-1-2 on SPY 15-minute. He wiped out those losses and then gained some. Imagine that, guys. I have people all the time. What's the win rate? 70? Is there an 80% win rate? You could have a 20%. This guy, 3 trades on the day, 33% win rate. He won 1 out of 3, and he was profitable on the day. Because, guys, risk management. He learned how to manage the risk. He learned how to get out of the trade when it was reversing on him. That's what we do here. That's what I've taught him. That's what other teachers have taught him. That's what I'm teaching you here. So make sure you're going to check out those review videos. I run through them. I go through trades with you guys so you know how to get out of the trades. So you know how to minimize your risk in the trades. Okay, so make sure you're following along with those videos, checking them out. It's very, very important. Plug power, 2 down, finish green. We can call that a hammer candle. We're going to look for calls back to the upside at $13.26 on plug power. Roku, inside bar, time frame continuity all pointing down. Roku's had a heck of a run down to the bottom end of this thing. Calls at 44.04, puts at 42.42 on Roku. Shopify, inside bar, 3-1 setup actually. So outside bar, inside bar. The outside bar is painted white, part of my indicator. You can buy it separately or you get it with the Griswold Gold member. Also gives you this gold highlight. So when you go back in time, or even when you're looking at the chart, you say, hey, there's a 3-1 setup there. Let's go back in time. Look for that gold bar on Shopify. How far back do I have to go? Am I going to find? There it is. We have to go all the way back to November of 21. Okay, so let's see how it played out. Because, again, probabilities tell us we have big, big runs off of those 3-1 setups. Now, as we trend up here and we go take a peek, when Shopify was way, way up here, 3-1 setup, we had a run up for 2 days. We triggered, didn't hit targets on the first day, but we had a really, really nice run up. And then this one here, again, triggered, target, and a good trade. So 3-1 setups, high probability, high profitability trades. Low risk, but we still need to manage that risk in case of, just in case. The best traders are the ones who manage their risk the best. Case in point, the guy is part of the Griswold Gold membership, did exactly what he was supposed to do. He cut his losers and he let his winners run. 1 out of 3 on the day. And a winner at that. Okay, SoFi, S-O-F-I, inside bar. We can look for calls on SoFi. Full time frame continuity to the downside. Calls at 473, puts at 456. This is where the better magnitude is from here to here rather than going up. And that would push full time frame continuity back to the downside on SoFi. And Space. Space also with the inside bar. If we trend down, we also have that full time frame continuity on Space. So puts at 367, calls at 381. Guys, again, if you found this stuff helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you're commenting down below. Let me know if it's helping you. Make sure you're subscribed. That helps with the channel. It helps get this information out to as many people as possible. That's what we do here. I try and create as many profitable traders as I can, showing you how I've done it, how I'm doing it. I wouldn't show you if I didn't do it. So thank you guys. Good luck trading on Thursday. Christmas is coming. I wish you nothing but the best. I wish you green, and we will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.